Hey guys, Willie James here, and in this quick video, I'm going to talk about gospel slurs and trills for worship chords. This is for beginners, and I'm going to use a song I like, For Your Glory, in A flat. Someone actually recommended it, but I'm going to use this song to demonstrate simple techniques that you can use in your playing. Slurs and trills add color and texture to your chords, right? Takes them from bland to sounding spicy and nice. All right, so before we jump right in, please remember to like, share, subscribe, help us to grow, help us to share the love of learning gospel piano. Okay, so I'm gonna jump right in and just play through with slurs and trills, and then I'll kind of break it down and show how you could use it and what exercises you could do. Okay, so we're in A flat. Here we go. Something like that. That was kind of rusty, but anyway, so slur, right? So basically, the slur, we'll talk about the slur first. You're basically you have to choose an approach note. So if you have a major chord like so, usually as a beginner, I usually teach to attack the 3 of the chord. So if we have an A flat chord, A flat, C, E flat, here's the 1 because we're in A flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 3, and a 5, right? Usually I attack the slur approaching to the 3. So the approach, though, usually I choose the note that's a tone down. So semitone, semitone down. So you want to go from B flat to C, right? So the simplest way is to just practice with 1 finger as a beginner. Okay, and you just want to practice. You can go like this, so B flat, C, right? That's the slowest motion, right? But you want this B flat to be light and quick. So all right, see how I just lightly tapped the B flat? So right, ta-da, but a lot quicker. Next thing you want to do is practice with the chord, doing it with the chord. So not just 1 finger, but while playing the chord. So while playing the A flat, the C, and the E flat, you're gonna use this finger here to go from the B flat to the C, right? So and slowly, right? Like that. That's the motion there. That's the most basic, right? So usually I slur to whatever the melody of the song is. So Lord, Lord, it's the 3. That's the C. So I'll slur to the 3 to emphasize that melody, right? So I wouldn't slur on the A flat or the E flat, right? Because the melody Lord starts there. If I, right? So I'm attacking that C. I'm slurring to the C. Right? So that's the most basic form. Sometimes instead of just jumping from the tone down, you could do two notes, the two semitones before it, like that. So instead of that single motion, you could do 1 2 3, right? Instead, well, before it's just 1 2, but so it could sounds like this. Subtle difference, but 1 2 3 is very quick. So I'm using my, well, you have to figure out what fingers are comfortable for you, but I'm going from the 3, the B flat, to the B. No, yeah, B flat, B C, B flat, B C. So I'm going really fast, but slow is da da da, and then I'm hitting the chord in my left hand, right? But this is something you wanna practice slowly if you're a beginner, right? And then you try to get faster. Right? And you got to work out your timing too, right? Right? But that's what I do. Usually I attack the 3. Like so. And again, use the fingers that you're comfortable with. Okay? So as you see, I played through and I don't have an exact science. It's just I play by feel. But the main thing is that I try to accent the melody. And usually the melody, it could be on the 1, the 3, or the 5 of the chord. Usually it's the 3 in my experience, but it could be any one of those, right? Now, how can we practice, practice slurs? Well, one way, there's a million ways, but one way is whatever key you're in, practice on the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. Okay, so the 1 chord, the 3 is C, right? So practice your trill, playing the chord like so. And this is in root position. And then go to the 4. In this case, it's D flat major. Here's that 2 and the 3, right? Alright? Yeah, that's the easiest way. And then the 5 chord, which is E flat. In this case, when you're going from a white note, you could come from the black note preceding it, right? Right? Very subtle, right? So if I just played without slur, it'd just be, right? Here's the 1, here's the 4, here's the 5. But with my slurs, it's very subtle. No slurs. With slurs. That's the most basic way I would do. And then I would do, well, if you're serious, do all 12 keys, right? I'm in A flat, but you do it in C. There's a 1, there's a 4, and there's a 5. D flat major. 1, 4, 5. D major. 1, 4, 5. And just get that motion under your fingers, right? Get it in your muscle memory. That's one way. Okay, the 1, the 4, the 5 in root position, just attacking the 3. Okay, the 3 of the chord, which is the middle of the chord. Another way I would practice, so that was in root position. I'd practice the 1, the 4, and the 5, but in drop 2 position. Some of you may have heard of drop 2. So drop 2 is basically it's just a different way of voicing the chord. Okay, so if we're on the 1, right, we're talking about slurs. Drop 2, when you play a chord in drop 2, you're dropping the second highest note an octave lower. Let me say that again. At drop 2, you're dropping the second highest note an octave lower. What's the second highest note? Well, it's C. So I'm going to take the C and drop it an octave lower here. So this is A flat in drop 2 form. Okay, that's all it means. Take the original position, root position, 1, 1, 3, 5, drop the 3 down an octave. That's called the drop 2. Okay, all right. Now in drop 2, because the middle note that we were attacking is on the bottom, now I'll practice attacking the 5, which is on top. In this case, it's E flat. So I would go like this. And I do this a lot in my playing. So I'm attacking from a semitone lower to get to that 5. Right? Sometimes I'll do the double where I do the 2 semitones. So D flat, D, E flat. So the slow. And again, you have to figure out what finger works best for you. I'm using my 4th finger here, sliding it to the D, and then using my pinky to get to the E flat. So slowly, right? It's hard to pick up the speed. So slow, right? Da da da. Fast, right? It's like you're boom. You're attacking really quickly. Ba da da, da da da. Okay, I'll do the same with the 4 chord. Okay, drop to 4th chord, 4 chord, sorry. You take the 2nd highest note and drop it an octave lower. So in this case, it's F, drop it an octave lower. You have this open chord here. All right, again, I'm attacking the 5. Right, I'm describing how I would practice and start, you know, getting that slur motion down. Again, I could either do from the semitone or the two notes below. So from that G flat, again, I'm using my 4th finger. I'm just sliding. It's really just a slide, right? From that G flat to G, right? And just take some practice, right? Don't get discouraged. Just try with 1 finger and then with the chord, right? In this case, we're doing drop 2. Let's go to the 5 chord. Okay, 5 chord in A flat is E flat. E flat major, drop 2, take the 2nd highest note. Okay, and now I'm attacking the 5 again. In this case, it's B flat, the 1, the 3, the 5. So again, you can slide from the semitone, from the A to the B flat, or the 2 tones down. Right, so A flat, A, B flat. That's slow. Da da da. Fast. I'm just sliding into the A, and then with my pinky I play the B flat. Alright? So, in terms of practicing, I'll do the 1, the 4, and the 5 chord in drop 2 position. Okay, so 1, there's the 1 chord, there's a 4 chord, right? And I would just take my time. Okay? And again, I would practice different keys. So if we're in C, the 1 chord is so. There's the drop 2. 2nd highest note is E. Highest note is G. Right, I'm attacking from the F or the F sharp. Whatever sounds good to you. The 4 chord, we're in the key of C. We're on the 4 chord, which is F. Dropping the A an octave higher. This is called drop 2. Alright, and then the 5 chord, right? G chord, drop to 2. Drop the 2nd highest note an octave lower. You get this. So in C, that same exercise. Okay, and I would do that in all keys. Now I'm in D flat. I'm just going fast, but you take your time and practice these, right? 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 And just go through all 12. But that's how I would practice to get this slur. The next thing I want to talk about is the trills. Okay? Trills are there are multiple notes played very fast. So for example, a trill. Let's go back to A flat, the song. Lord, if I, right? So I'm gonna choose to trill on the E flat here. Lord, if I. So what I like to do is I like to approach, you got to know which note you want to attack, which note you want to land on. So Lord, if I'll land on the I, which is this E flat here. What I'll do I'll usually go a tone, a semitone up, and then back down, right? So, Lord, if I. Did you get that? Da 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 da. This is the attack note, E flat. I'm going up a tone and a semitone and back down. So F, G flat, F, back down, right? So, Lord, if, trill, right? Da 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 da. Let me go slow. Lord, right? Da 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 da. And then you know, get it in your muscle memory, and then try and play it as quick as you possibly can, right? If you're a beginner, this would take time, you know, develop your finger strength, but at least this is my approach, right? Choose an attack note. So I'm doing slur. I slurred on the 3. Lord, if. I just did a trill. Right? Find favor. I did a slur there. Find favor. Favor is the F. I did the slide from the E flat. E flat, E F. Find favor. Again, practice with one hand. Right? You gotta get all 5 fingers strong to be able to do this. But I'm attacking. I'm sliding from the E flat to the E, and then my pinky lands on the F. So it's like I'm falling off, right? And as soon as I fall, I pick up with my pinky on F. Find favor in. Now I'm doing a trill. Again, you gotta know your melody and what note you want to land on, or what note you're attacking. Your side, find favor in your side. So I'm choosing that B flat, and by the way, I'm on the 5 chord here. Again, I go up a tone, semitone, and back down. Okay. Find favor in your side. Sorry, I can't sing into it. Again, slow, da 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 da. Right? Tone, semitone, back down. Right? And in this case, it's an E flat chord, the 5 chord. Okay? That's trills. Now, a way I would practice this is, unlike the slurs. Okay, so my little practice regimen for trills. Okay, trills. I would do drop 2. Okay, so drop 2. Let's take the 1 chord, drop 2. Okay, I'm gonna do the 1, the 4, and the 5 chord. I'm gonna practice the trills on the 1, the 4, the 5 chord. Okay, 1 chord, drop 2. Take the middle note, drop it. So now I'm gonna do the trill attacking the 5, which is E flat. Again, I go up a tone, semitone, back down. Right? Da 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 da. This is the fingers I'm using. So a tone from E flat is F, semitone up, G flat, back down. Da 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 da. It's very quick. Take some practice. Da 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 da. That's slow. Right? Pass and land. 4 chord. Okay, 4 chord, drop 2. Again, I'm attacking the 5. A tone, semitone, back down. Okay. I do that a lot in my playing. Da, 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 da. Okay, so attacking the 5 chord, which means the 5 in the chord, which in this case is A flat. You go up a tone, a semitone, and then back down. Right? So tone, semitone up, back down. Okay. 5 chord, E flat, drop 2. Attacking the 5 from a tone, semitone, and then back down. Alright? A tone from B flat is C, semitone. Up is D flat, back to C, and then back down. Right? So it's on like this. That was the 1. This is the 4. Right? And again, I would do it in all keys. In C, right? Here's the 1 chord, drop 2, attacking from a tone, semitone. That one's a little harder, right? 4 chord, drop 2, right? Right, da 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 da, right? From the 5, a tone, semitone, and back down, right? Da 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 da. And the 5 chord, drop 2. From the 5, go up a tone, semitone, and back down. Right? That's the 1. Here's the 4. My bad. Here's the 5. Okay, and then I would do different keys. Right, so that's my approach. So for the slurs, again, for the slur, I would practice, root position. Let's go back to A flat, attacking the 3. So the 1, slur on the 4, slur on the 5 chord, and just practice. And then I'll do drop 2 positions, practicing my slurs. Because it's drop 2, I would then now slur on the 5 of the chord, 1, 3, 5. So, right? Here's a 4 and drop 2, and here's a 5 and drop 2. Okay? And just practice that. Okay? For the trills, I would just practice the trills in drop 2 form. So, the trills, remember, formula for trills, go up for on the 1 chord, we're attacking the 5, which means our landing destination is the 5, is the E flat, go up a tone, semitone, and back down. Alright, here's the 1, here's the 4. Right? In this case, I'm on the 5 chord here. Da, da, da. Right? Alright, so that's how I would practice and do my slurs and trills. Let me know in the comments if this video was helpful, if this made any sense, and I'll do more of them. Peace. Want to learn how to play even more gospel chords without theory overwhelm? Simply download the Top 7 Beginner Gospel Chords PDF by clicking the link in the description. You'll learn about the top 7 must-know gospel chords and how to use them in gospel songs you already know. Again, to get access, hit that link below, and I'll see you on the inside.